bring it to the runway.
Hey guys, it's LEOMIE here. I am back with a quarantine Q&A. I'm just here to keep it short and sweet and keep all of you guys entertained while we are locked up. It's too much, it's too much. Like, how is my ring light giving me more vitamin D than I have received this week? How? But anyways, how did you and Lance meet? Me and Lance have been together now for over 4 years. The first time I saw him, I went to an event. His hair was short and unkept because obviously he hadn't had my touch on those dreads just yet. And I was like, I walked in, I was like, okay, this guy's kind of cute. He's kind of lit. Like, I like his music, I like his vibe kind of thing, but didn't think anything of it. After that event, I was driving my white BMW 3 Series these times, yeah. That time in my life when I had that car, I was unstoppable. No one could tell me shit. What? Cocaine coupe. I had all the captions, yeah? I had all the captions. So I remember getting into my car, yeah, put on one song, I can't even remember. Maybe it was Travis Scott Night Show. I'm not sure, but it was just something that was just loud and fire. And I remember like putting out my parking space, luckily scored prime position right outside the event. Where I was driving, yeah. Everyone was looking at me just like. And I remember later that night, one of Lance's friends tweeted me like, oh, when I see her dipping off in the Beamer, something. And I think Lance must have added to the tweet or whatever. So we followed each other from then. So we followed each other on Twitter, but we didn't really talk. Like sometimes he would like DM me questions. Like obviously I had like my Chanel trainers. He messaged me like, oh, where'd you get those from? It was like Chanel. But it was literally like nothing serious. I didn't like him as such. I was just thought, oh, he's a nice guy or whatever. Then December, Victoria's Secret has actually been a catalyst for a lot of great things in my life. Obviously I get GS now, December 2015 for the first time. I am gassed. And I decided that I wanted to have a party. But obviously I didn't want to just have a regular party. I wanted to have performers. So I got Lance, I got Young Bane, Big Tobes and TE to perform. And I remember, yeah, when I asked him to do it, he's like, yeah, I'm super down, everyone's down, da, da, da. I was in group chat to Brendan and Marnie like, bro, this Lancey guy is getting on my nerves. He started promoting my my party as like, oh, the Lancey Faux show, who wants to come see me, da, da, da. I was just like, good. Like, I was pissed off, so I can't lie. Fast forward to the event, I thought he was going to be the person that gave me the most headache out of the performers, but actually, he's the only one that came. I obviously gave him an early call time. Call time, I don't even know if that's the right word. He came by himself, he doesn't even drink, so he's just like, oh, can I just have some water? I'm like, wow. Performed and he was so lit. I was like, I like him, he's different, he's got a good vibe. But still at this point, I didn't know if I liked him or not. It was just so crazy to me that like, okay, this boy who I thought was gonna like piss me off has actually made my night pretty great. And we actually danced together for the first time and I was thinking, oh my God, like why is he whining with me? And it's like nobody is really there, it's like a little corner. I was like, oh my God, why is he whining with me? I just remember just thinking in my head like, and he's younger than me as well, so I was like, okay. Obviously, I wasn't really like this, I was like, but in my head I was like, LEOMIE, what are you doing kind of thing. So anyways, oh my gosh, I nearly forgot. After my party, obviously everything's gone amazingly, sell out, made money, it was lit, whatever. Wanted to go McDonald's drive-thru afterwards, as you do. And I remember I was in the toilet and my phone started ringing and I get up to get my phone and it dropped in the toilet, like it dunked in my own piss, yeah? And it was him calling me like, so I'm like trying to dry it with tissue and I'm like swiped to arts and obviously I'm trying to act normal. I'm like, oh hi, da, da, da. He's like, oh, what are you doing? It sounds like you're a little bit like far away from the phone. I'm thinking, my phone is soaked in piss right now, yeah? And then after that, he just kept texting me. And like, I thought that because he's younger than me, I was like, nah, I've never been out of boys who's younger than me. Me and him, we could just be friends. I can help him with his girl problems type. But then I became the girl problem. How did LAP come about? LAP stands for LEOMIE Anderson, the Project of Purpose, and LAP the brand is my brand that I founded in 2016. It's both a clothing line and an online blog, and with the blog aspect, women can write about anything, be it sex, relationships, mental health, politics, whatever, as long as you're a woman. And with the clothing aspect, it started off as like kind of like merch, so more like just t-shirts, hoodies. Rihanna wore the hoodie to Women's March, which was amazing. But then I started delving a little bit more into my own personal style and how I could bring that into the clothing aspect. So I made loads of mistakes. I met some good people, I met some bad people, very bad people. LAP is just my baby. It's been an amazing experience to have something that is my own. When you're a model, you're always, you know, somebody else's creation. You have somebody else's hair, somebody else's makeup, somebody else's clothes. So I just wanted to have something that was just wholly mine. And even if it made me so down and maybe when rip out my daughter's braids before I even had them, it was worth it. And I cannot wait to relaunch in April, people. Next question. Boring, boring. Have you found it difficult being a woman of color in the modeling industry? Well, again, this is not really a juicy question because I talk about this a lot, that being a black woman in the industry is definitely challenging. We come across so many challenges each and every day being black models. So just general bullshit that goes on that black women have to deal with. Oh, this is a cute one. How did you find out that you were going to become a Victoria's Secret angel? Well, this was one of the most happiest moments in my life. I had come to New York to shoot another job. I think it was with Red Pen. Yeah. And somehow I managed to leave my purse in London, so I actually had no money, I had no cash, I had no nothing, right? I asked my agents if they could just bring me some cash to last me the few days that I was gonna be in New York. So I'm here on Instagram stories or whatever, just like making jokes about like, I'm broke boy, I have no money. I had a long day at work and my agents kept messaging me like, when are you gonna be home? I'm thinking like, okay, I know that I asked for the cash, but you could just literally just leave it with my concierge, not a big deal. They're like, oh, you walking home yet? I'm like,
get off my back.
And then I get into my building and I look and like my two agents, Travis and Jodie, are there, and I'm just like, who's dead? What could possibly have gone wrong now? We go into my house and then I'm like, what's up? And they're like, what's one thing that you've wanted for such a long time? And I'm like, a contract, something that's gonna make me feel financially stable. And then they were like, you got the Victoria's Secret Angel contract. And I'm like, what? In fact, I think I have a video of it.
What's the one thing that's been our biggest goal for the last 4 years?
Some kind of something amazing. What is that in your hand?
I feel like it's like America's Next Top Model. I only have one card in
We
my hand.
finally got the VS contract. Victor, we're gonna be an angel.
Are you being serious?
You're an angel.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
You're being serious.
This is not real. You're joking.
2-year contract.
I'm like making sure my signature is really legible. I don't want any sort of issues. Dot.
It wasn't going in because it's not something that I ever dreamed that I could get. It was literally so surreal to me. What was it like walking for your first Victoria's Secret show, and what has been your favourite show to walk for? I actually cast for the Victoria's Secret show 2 times prior before actually getting it. The first 2 times, as much as like physically my body was absolutely lit, I feel like mentally I just wasn't really prepared. Like, as much as I did want it, I couldn't see myself doing it in it. But that 3rd year, I said, no way, I can do this shit. got my little clip-in weave. That was actually the first time that I ever had weave, by the way, people. And I went into that room and I was literally like, third time's the lucky charm, guys, come on now. Like, I had all the confidence in the world, and that's when I got it. And I remember being on Instagram that day when people started finding out that they were getting it, right? And I'm like scrolling and I'm like, oh, that's good, mom, that's good, mom. Like, I was happy, obviously, because I was like, yes, this is more people that I know, and they're new and they're young. And it made me feel like, okay, this is cool. But I still wasn't like sold that I was gonna get it. I was just kind of like, okay, well, you didn't get it the last 2 times, maybe it's not for you, kind of thing. So anyways, I had a nap. You know when there's just too much going on in the world, you just have to have a nap. So I remember I'm in my Harlem apartment, just chilling out, sleeping, and I even remember the time. I think I woke up at 4:15, and a minute or 2 after I woke up, my phone starts ringing, and it's my booker Travis. It's like, hey LEOMIE. I'm just like, obviously hopefully I'm like, oh yeah, you're right, Travis, because I'm like, the whole day is gone now. It's 4:15, right? And everyone's been finding out from this morning, so I'm just like, yeah, you're right. He's like, do you like wearing pink? And I was like, not really. Like, what? Like, what are you talking about? He's like, you gotta do a bigger show. I'm like, ah. And I remember I cried. Like, that one, I was like on the floor, like doing dramatics, like in my apartment by myself, like, ah, crying. So that was just like, wow, something that I have been trying to get for 3 years has finally come to fruition. And it's about personality and just being yourself. I was all for it. Tried to call my mum, never has her phone on her, does she? Never has her phone on her. Don't know what she was doing. Didn't even speak to her until the next day. So that was kind of anticlimactic. When you think of a powerful woman, aside from yourself, who comes to mind? I love this question because there's so many women that inspire me. Gabrielle Union, I just love her. I just love her. And then of course, whenever people talk about like women that inspire me, I always have to say Rihanna, even though she's probably so tired of her name being in like the fucking SEO URLs of interviews and stuff that I do. Because sometimes I don't even be mentioning her and somehow they manage to still work her in, but I don't give a because she is really an inspiration. Boring. Oh, okay, talking about like business and all that kind of stuff. Someone asked me, what are your biggest and wildest ambitions for LAP? What do you one day dream of it becoming? This year that I've taken to prepare the next collection has been one of the most challenging. The fact that I've overcome it has made me realize that I really can do anything. So my biggest goal is for LAP to become, I want it to basically be like the off-white of athleisure, essentially. I want to see everybody wearing it, and I want everybody to feel like a boss when they're wearing it. I want to see on everybody's asses. And then with the blog side, I just don't want it just to be online anymore. I want to be able to do video, podcasts, networking events, like so much more. Because obviously I've done a few. I've done an amazing event with Nike. I've done one with Kiehl's. I did my Google pop-up. These are great, but I need them to be happening more frequently, more often, and a variety of different things. What's the most psycho thing that you've done to a boy that you're dating or in a relationship with? Okay, so let me tell you something about me, yeah? As a girlfriend or a girl that you're dating or whatever, I personally think I'm fucking lit, okay? Like, I like doing adventurous stuff. I don't really like to complain about it too much. I'm not really an argumentative person as such, but I do express how I feel. But I think that expressing and having good communication skills is not a bad thing, so whatever. But if you lack communication skills and you think that you can like do some dumb shit, like try and air my messages, air my calls, anything like that, you're gonna trigger something inside of me. You're gonna make this switch flip, yeah. And I've watched way too much CSI, Criminal Minds, House, all of those kind of shows. Like, I know too much, and it amps me up to do some really psycho shit. But not even psycho, but just like, just don't try me, because I'm not gonna just sit home and cry. Basically, I'm gonna like dry my tears, put on an all black tracksuit and just do a madness. And that's exactly what I did. So we're talking, he's like, I don't know I don't know what he thought he was doing because everything was like perfectly fine. And then he tried to air my messages or something like that. So then I called him off my house phone and he answered. I was like,
Hello.
he's like, oh, hello,
Cool, so you wanna play these games, yeah? Say no more.
locked off the phone, yeah. Put on my black tracksuit, little black beanie, yeah. I called Amani, I said, Amani, get ready now, bro. I'm going to drive to this guy's house because if you think that you can be doing this shit to me of all people, he's got another thing coming. I said, after this, I'm never gonna chat to this guy again, yeah, but he needs to understand and know I'm not a yeah. These times was also the White 3 Series BMW times as well. So you already know I was just extra, just like, I was revved up, yeah? So I'm driving. I'm just getting angry. So I'm outside his house now. He lives in a block. I'm like, cool, how am I gonna get in there? Wait by the thing, somebody comes out, quickly slide in, get in the lift, go up to his floor, knock on his door. He went home. His mum was home. That was bad. That was not really what I wanted to happen, yeah? I think she thought that I was pregnant. She was like, you tell me. I was like, no, don't worry, he knows what it's about, don't worry about it. But I knew that even just turning up, that of course, in 5-10 minutes, I'm gonna get a call from this guy. The same guy who didn't want to speak for the whole day. I knew in 2 seconds I'm gonna get a call from you. Get in the car. I'm only saying she wants to go to McDonald's. Start driving. Next minute, my phone's ringing.
Who do you think you are? You're going to knock on my mum's door.
Well, you should have been in there. Maybe you should have asked your phone and you wouldn't be in this predicament. Started trying to go off, but I was just laughing. I remember, yeah, we're trying to order food at the drive-thru. I'm like, can you wait, please? Can you wait? Can you wait? Can you just wait? He's like, what? I'm like, oh, sorry, can I have some chicken select meal with da-da-da-da? He's like, yep, you want McDonald's? Excuse me. Yeah, can I please have the chicken selects with the barbecue dip? And then Avani's ordering as well. And I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, carry on. I was like, so where are you then? Pull up then, pull up. I was like, if you really want to talk and you have so much to say, pull up on me. Let me know where you are and I'll come there right now because you're talking a lot when you could have done this face to face. Didn't want to meet face to face, this is me. Don't call my phone again. I'm never going to speak to you again. Like, you know this, innit? And yeah, that was probably one of my most like psycho-ish kind of moments. Well, there's been loads, but that was like the most prominent one, I think. I guess the time when somebody thought that they would try and change their passcode to like prove a point or whatever, and yeah, whatever. I said I needed to order Uber Eats, gave me the phone, I found what I needed to find. I've done actually quite a lot of psycho stuff, but that's not psycho though. That's not psycho. Not in my opinion. Don't just blow up. What you do is you airdrop all the information to yourself. Pictures, videos, whatever you need, airdrop it. Take pictures, have that evidence, calm down. Milan always gets onto me for this one thing that I did to Lance one time. It was so funny. He was like sleeping so peacefully. And I needed to get onto him about something in it. And I have this light over my bed and he was like sleeping peacefully, like 3 AM. Like, you know, in your heart is just beating, you think, I'm laying next to you. Traitor. Not like that type of traitor, by the way. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that deep. But obviously at the time it was like, and like I turned the light on over his head. He's like, and I'm like showing him on my phone, like, why do I have this? And he's like, but that's your phone though. I'm like, I sent it from your phone to my phone so you couldn't delete it, so you couldn't say it never happened, okay? So why is this even a thing? Do you know what I mean? That's some real psycho shit though. Like, do you know how confused he must have been to wake up and see something that he said on my phone? I'm not really that psycho. These things happen like once in a blue moon, honestly. I'm a saint. I'm an absolute saint. What has been your most embarrassing moment whilst modelling? Okay, before I did Fashion Week and after I finished college, it was kind of like a weird time because I was like, damn, all my friends are in uni, like, what am I doing? But anyways, I got this job doing like, you know, the Royal Ascot, the horse racing. For the VIP people who pay for some certain package, they would have a fashion show as well, and it obviously had like good brands like Vivienne Westwood. I had a really quick change between one of my looks, and I had like a really long dress, and like everyone was pulling me. It was just like one of those ones where like the time was just running out and everyone was really stressing. And basically I didn't realize this, but the dresser had put my heels on the wrong feet, and I didn't realize because they pushed me on the runway. Yeah, I stagger out, yeah, and I have this big dress. I'm trying to walk here, I'm like, oh my god. Luckily the dress was long so people couldn't see what was really going on. So I'm looking like another time has to be when I was 15, and this is actually my very first ever show. But they were meant to alter this dress to me, and again, backstage was crazy. Turns out they hadn't altered the dress, and it was like massive, and it was like a boob tube, so no straps. And I didn't know that it hadn't been altered. And again, they pushed me out on the runway, and I already couldn't walk, yeah, because I'm only 15. I just remember it was like so smoky, I couldn't see properly, the light was blinding me, my heart was pounding, I was trying to like walk, my dress was falling down, I was like holding my hands on my hips here, like trying to walk here, I guess, and when I came off the stage, I looked down and the dress was literally down here, and I can't even tell you at what point the dress came down. It could have been as soon as I came off the runway. I would not have known because I was so petrified. And then afterwards, everyone came up and was like, "You did amazing, sweetie. You did great. You did really good." Like, oh my god, prepubescent teenage titties got their debut on that runway. Does size matter? Yes, yes it does. My ex, my American one, yeah. He thought he was so endowed. He thought he was doing the most. No, I can't even say this, can I? Can I say this? He was obviously comparing himself to people who are not really situated in that region, yeah? I'm not saying it means everything. That was like the only time in my life that I've had that kind of issue arise. I guess that's the wrong choice of word, but it definitely made a difference with him because everything else was like